Jeez, what a bizarro set of games that was.
Purdy steps through, floats it, he's picked, and that's it. Bynum gets another.
7 weeks down, 11 to go. Let us dive right into our Week 8 edition of the 2023 NFL Power Rankings. Number 32, Carolina Panthers. Last time's ranking, 32. Football's only remaining winless team was on its bye week following a blowout road loss to the Miami Dolphins. Unless they win a game, Carolina owns the number 32 spot. Number 31, Arizona Cardinals. Last time's ranking, 30. Getting harder and harder to believe that this team beat the Dallas Cowboys back in Week 3. Arizona is now losers of 4 straight, having dropped a sloppy 20-10 decision in Seattle on Sunday. Every loss brings them that much closer to a top 3 pick and a potential divorce from Murray. Number 30, Tennessee Titans. Last time's ranking, 26. While the Titans were on bye, most of the teams previously ranked lower than them actually won this week, throwing the Titans' curious decision to send away All-Pro Kevin Byard to Philadelphia for pennies, and, well, you got almost nothing to be excited about in Music City. Number 29, New England Patriots. Last time's ranking, 31. What a turn of events in Foxborough. Amid rumors that Robert Kraft was gearing up to fire Bill Belichick, NFL Network's Ian Rappaport reported that the New England head coach instead got a lucrative extension and is here to stay for the long run. Oh, and the Patriots stunned Josh Allen and the Bills in a last-minute thriller. Mac Jones finally looked like 2021 Mac Jones and threw a game-winning score to Mike Gesicki in the waiting minutes. At 2-5, it's hard to envision the Patriots sneaking back into the playoff race, but hey, at least Belichick and company reminded the world that they aren't here to be pushovers. Number 28, New York Giants. Last time's ranking, 29. Giants played inspired football for the second straight week. This time with one key difference. They squeaked out a win this time following a gut-wrenching loss to the Bills a week ago. Now take a look at the G-Men's next 7 games. Yeah, honestly, it's not a stretch to think that they can sneak back into the playoff race. Number 27, Green Bay Packers. Last time's ranking, 24. Just another lousy and mostly uninspiring effort for the Packers, who dropped their 3rd straight on Sunday to the Denver Broncos. Jordan Love is regressing, not improving. Green Bay has now been held to less than 20 points in 3 of its last 4 games. Number 26, Denver Broncos. Last time's ranking, 28. In the latest rematch of Super Bowl 32, it was the Broncos who came out on top over the Packers. Will Lutz's late go-ahead field goal in the Denver D bailed out Russell Wilson and company this time around to end a 2-game losing skid. Not really much to celebrate though, with Patrick Mahomes' Chiefs and Josh Allen's Bills making up Denver's next 2 games. Number 25, Chicago Bears. Last time's ranking, 27. In a battle of 2 mostly unwatchable teams, the Bears crushed the Brian Hoyer-led Raiders 30-12 at Soldier Field. Making his first career start, Tyson Bagent had 162 passing yards and 1 TD. Deontay Foreman was the real star of the show with 3 total touchdowns against a Raiders defense that actually looked pretty good heading into this game. Number 24, Washington Commanders. Last time's ranking, 22. It's pretty remarkable to think that this team has 3 wins when 1. Sam Howell is on pace to suffer the most sacks in a single season by a wide margin. 2. Ron Rivera abandons his whole Riverboat Ron mentality. And 3. The defense makes average Joes look like Pro Bowlers. In this week's case, Tyrod Taylor. You gotta wonder if Jacoby Brissett gets the nod soon, because to us, it's an absolute no-brainer. Number 23, New Orleans Saints. Last time's ranking, 20. Has there been a more frustrating team so far than the Saints? They are 3-4 in football's worst division when they could easily be 7-0. Derek Carr is playing the worst football we've ever seen, yet he takes it out on his offensive coordinator and receivers. Yeah, I can't imagine his outbursts are sitting well with the other Saints players.
You know, I've been showing my emotion a little bit too much on my sleeve, you know, like I kind of got to chill out, you know, and that's me holding myself accountable because that's not going to help anything. And so just trying to be a calming influence in those moments, especially when it's been a couple of times it's happened, that heightened frustration, I could do a better job as a leader to calm everybody down.
Number 22, Indianapolis Colts. Last time's ranking, 21. We hate blaming officials, but it's hard not to feel bad for Darryl Baker Jr. and the Colts. That said, it's awfully impressive to see this offense rank in the top 10 with backup QB Gardner Minshew II. Minshew, Jonathan Taylor, and Josh Downs are making Indy must-watch TV. Number 21, Las Vegas Raiders. Last time's ranking, 18. Well, so much for the Raiders being relevant again. Following consecutive home wins against the Packers and Patriots, they were blown out by a lousy Chicago team featuring an undrafted rookie making his first NFL start. These guys really don't resemble anything of a playoff team after all. Number 20, Los Angeles Chargers. Last time's ranking, 19. Eesh, what a disappointment these Chargers have been. They had the chance to make a statement in Arrowhead. Instead, the Bolts were outclassed on both sides of the ball by the Chiefs in a 31-17 loss. Gotta wonder how much longer Brandon Staley lasts here. Number 19, Minnesota Vikings. Last time's ranking, 25. You know what we said about this being a crazy week of football? Well, haha. Kirk Cousins beat the 49ers of all teams in a primetime game on Monday night without Justin Jefferson. Yeah, someone make this make sense. Number 18, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Last time's ranking, 15. Well, that 3-1 start was fun and all, but the Bucs are now 0-3 against teams with winning records. Baker is playing like the QB we've all known, and we can't help but wonder if Todd Bowles is considering giving Kyle Trask a look. Number 17, Los Angeles Rams. Last time's ranking, 17. We want to pardon the Rams' 3-4 record because their 4 losses have all come against playoff caliber/elite teams. LA's schedule doesn't exactly ease up from here, so it's now or never for Sean McVay and company to string together some wins following a frustrating and mistake-filled loss to Pittsburgh. Number 16, Houston Texans. Last time's ranking, 16. After a close Week 6 home win over New Orleans, the Texans enjoyed a Week 7 bye. Now they have a pair of should-be wins on the schedule with the Panthers and Buccaneers making up their next 2 games. Don't think CJ Stroud and company are going away quietly in the AFC playoff race. Number 15, Atlanta Falcons. Last time's ranking, 23. Despite 3 careless fumbles by Desmond Ridder and despite Bijan Robinson's mysterious absence in Tampa, the Falcons squeaked out a last-second 16-13 road win over the Bucs to claim his sole possession of first in the NFC South. The Falcons should be considered the heavy favorites to run away with the division. They're the only ones in the NFC South showing some consistency, and their remaining schedule is laughably weak. Number 14, New York Jets. Last time's ranking, 13. The Jets took a 2-game winning streak into their Week 7 bye. Even without Aaron Rodgers, Robert Saleh's group has the prime opportunity to gain ground in the playoff race with the Giants, Chargers, and Raiders making up their next 3 games. Number 13, Pittsburgh Steelers. Last time's ranking, 14. Well, here they are, 4-2, all right, led by Mike Tomlin's phenomenal coaching and the TJ Watt-led defense that just keeps coming up with game-changing plays. That said, Pittsburgh will need to be better offensively with Trevor Lawrence and the surging Jaguars next on the schedule. Number 12, Cincinnati Bengals. Last time's ranking, 12. The Bengals should send the NFL schedule makers a huge gift basket for giving them a Week 7 bye. Gives Joe Burrow extra time to rest his calf with the dangerous 49ers and then the Bills next on Cincinnati's schedule. Number 11, Seattle Seahawks. Last time's ranking, 11. It was closer than it should have been against a lowly Arizona team, but Pete Carroll's squad took care of business for a 20-10 W that moved the Hawks to 4-2 on the year. With the Browns and Ravens next on their schedule, the Seahawks have a chance to show that they belong in the club of NFC heavyweights. Number 10, Buffalo Bills. Last time's ranking, 7. They may be 4-3, but it's hard to love this Bills team right now. The offense looks unstoppable one week, then they commit self-inflicted and costly mistakes the next. The same with the defense. Will the real Bills please stand up? Enough with this enigma drama. Number 9, Cleveland Browns. Last time's ranking, 10. The league's previous number 1 defense got shredded by a backup QB, and Deshaun Watson suddenly can't stay healthy. Even at 4-2 in football's toughest division, the Browns still have plenty of obstacles to overcome if they're to get back into the postseason. Number 8, Detroit Lions. Last time's ranking, 5. The Lions took a giant step back this week. They were outclassed in every aspect by Lamar Jackson's Baltimore Ravens, who crushed Dan Campbell's squad 38-6 on Sunday afternoon. Losses to Seattle and Baltimore are a reminder that you have to be careful trusting this Lions team. Number 7, Dallas Cowboys. Last time's ranking, 9. The Cowboys were on their Week 7 bye, but they they still move up 2 spots this week thanks to the Lions and Bills losing. Only one of Dallas's upcoming 5 games is against a team with a winning record. That game? Week 9 in Philadelphia. That's a perfect opportunity for Mike McCarthy's club to gain some ground and make a run at the division crown. Number 6, Miami Dolphins. Last time's ranking? 4. Miami is now 0-2 against teams with winning records. They were completely outmatched by a Philadelphia squad on both sides of the ball on Sunday night, but like the Lions, you gotta be careful trusting Miami unless they can start beating more quality opponents. Number 5, Jacksonville Jaguars. Last time's ranking? 6. The Jaguars offense mostly struggled against the stingy Saints defense on Thursday night, yet they still won 31-24. Jacksonville has now won 4 straight, and they're quietly in contention for the AFC's first round bye. Number 4, San Francisco 49ers. Last time's ranking? 2. Yeesh, that was an ugly loss in Minnesota, no doubt. And yes, the defense had a horrible outing against Kirk Cousins and company, and well, yes, Brock Purdy has to be better with controlling the football. But no, the sky is not falling in San Fran. Number 3, Baltimore Ravens. Last time's ranking? 8. The Ravens are unquestionably the Chiefs' biggest threat in the AFC now, no? While most of the focus is on the Lamar Jackson-led offense, keep in mind that this team has allowed, wait for it, 13.9 points per game. Yeah, these guys are scary good, all right. Number 2, Philadelphia Eagles. Last time's ranking? 3. What a statement win for the Eagles, who dominated the Miami Dolphins on Sunday night in a 14-point victory. If that wasn't exciting enough for Eagles fans, how about Howie Roseman trading for All-Pro safety Kevin Byard? Our defense is going to throw on Byard, James Bradbury, and Darius Slay now. Anybody? Hello? Number 1, Kansas City Chiefs. Last time's ranking? 1. Yeah, 6 straight wins for the defending Super Bowl champions who made easy work of Justin Herbert and the Chargers on Sunday afternoon. Hey, this just in! Travis Kelce is unstoppable in games that Taylor Swift attends. A season-high 179-yard for Swift's man. Sheesh, things really can't be going any better in Kansas City, can they? But who do you think is the team to beat heading into Week 8? Let us know in the comment section below. If you liked this video and learned a thing or two, clicking the like button helps out a ton, and hey, we appreciate it. If this is your first time coming around to TPS though, subscribing is a great idea because we put out videos like this every single day. But as always, thanks for watching and we'll see you guys next time.